Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for our Wednesday encouragement. We'll get to our devotional thought in just a moment, but before we do, let me tell you about a couple of good things we have coming up at Cherry Avenue, one of them in just over a week. Next Saturday, March 25th, we have a women's event called His Divine Design. It's a great opportunity for fellowship. We'll have brunch, a special message on God's unique design for you, as well as a professionally guided paint session of the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains. It's going to be a great day, and we want you ladies to be a part of it. Registration is $25, and you can register at our website, cherryav.net. That's Saturday, March 25th from 10 to 2 p.m. The registration deadline is March 19th, which is just a few days away, so get registered for that just as soon as you can. And Palm Sunday, April 2nd, we're going to have our children's Easter egg hunt. It's going to be a family picnic after the worship service that day, and it's going to be at the Elks Lodge shelter. So plan to come and enjoy a picnic lunch, followed by the egg hunt and games for the kids. And that's Saturday, April 2nd, after the worship service. Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. March is my favorite month of the year because I'm a sports fan, and in March you have college basketball tournaments, hockey's getting close to the playoffs, and best of all, baseball is getting going. And this year we have the added bonus of the World Baseball Classic, which is the closest thing that baseball has to a World Cup. So I'm just stoked about that. The other day I saw a video of a baseball game that ended when the home plate umpire made one bad call, followed by one that was so horrendous it actually got him suspended. With 2 outs in the ninth inning, the game almost over, the umpire called strike 2 on a ball that was very low. And the batter jumped up and down a couple of times in disbelief, and he pointed with his bat at where he believed the pitch was. Then he composed himself, and he got back in the box to hit. The next pitch was so low and so far into the opposite batter's box as to be practically unhittable. And yet, without hesitation, the umpire called strike 3, took off his mask, and walked off the field. Now, I umpired youth and high school baseball for 10 years, and I'm the first one to admit I missed calls. We all miss them. And when I did miss a call, I felt bad about it. And I've had a few players who were obnoxious about calls they didn't like. There have been times throughout my time doing that when it crossed my mind about how nice it would be if I could make a call to get back at a particularly annoying player or coach. But I never seriously considered it because at the end of the day, it's your integrity that's on the line. And 99.9% of those who choose to officiate sports wouldn't do that for the same reason. It calls into question your integrity. And when you officiate sports, your integrity is everything. The game requires officials who, while human and prone to mistakes, are making the calls with integrity. I actually worked a few times with one of the 0.1% who did believe in making calls based on the score of the game or the time of the game or whatever rationalization he could come up with. I saw him call people out who were obviously safe. And his reasoning with his fellow umpires was that the game was lopsided and it was taking too long. So he was just trying to speed it up. Well, the result was that many of us didn't like working with him. Integrity is built on hundreds of small decisions we make each day. Do we tell the self-checkout machine the truth about how many plastic bags we used because we think it's dumb to have to pay 5 cents per bag? Do we tell the person who answered the phone, no, tell them I'm not here? Do we call in sick to work when we just want a day off? Integrity is something you build as you make decisions like this. They're not decisions we might think of as big decisions, but they set in a way of thinking that influences other decisions down the line. And when we compromise, it becomes easier to compromise again and then again. Proverbs 11:3 says, "The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity." Now, that's not to say that God won't forgive. He will, and that's a huge blessing. But the truth is that the hundreds of choices we make each day to act with integrity, they can all be forgotten by the people around us because of one instance where we compromised. And that trust can take a long time to be re-earned. So it's important to be vigilant about our integrity, because at the end of this life, the only thing you take with you is your good name.